So we would like to welcome all of our learners back to the 2024-25 school year. Over the last few days, we were able to welcome back, as of today's count, 14,434 students, all the way from our littlest learners at James Mitchum Early Childhood Center, all the way up to our STEP program, which is Secondary Transition Experience Program, and all grade levels in between. It's quite exciting just seeing all of our learners come in bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. It was really interesting going to Early Childhood Center today, seeing, I would say, approximately 95% of the students just excited to be handed off and walking into the school, and then another 5% who weren't so excited. But we were able to, and this is for the staff. The staff was able to guide all the students, particularly those who were least excited, the least excited to go in, just guide them in and get them ready for the learning day. So just a shout out to our early childhood providers for just being the foundation of our district. I want to also talk about our commitment to safety as we kick off this school year. And we are focused on learning, but learning can't happen unless we feel that we're in a safe learning environment. And we want to make sure that we're always promoting positivity and also an engaging learning environment for all of our learners. And the discussion and refinement of our approach to crisis management is ongoing. And we have solid systems in place to address crisis situations, to include what you see listed on the slide in front of you. So anything from school closing to evacuations, medical and weather emergencies, active harms, violent threats, hazardous materials, utility failures, all of these things, we don't necessarily want to not think about them and not prepare for them, because it is not necessarily a matter of if, it's a matter of when, and if it happens, we want to make sure that we're responding in the most efficient way, in the most crisis managed level to make sure that our schools are safe. So in case you hear our staff or your children talking about practice, drills, etc., for crisis situations, I just want to remind, and this is not the first year, it's been many years, our district uses ALICE protocol. And ALICE stands for Alert, Lockdown, Inform, Counter, and Evacuate. Students and staff are trained on all steps and take the appropriate actions based on the level of threat and proximity to the threat. And trainings are leveled to meet the needs of all of our students at any given site across our district. Our hope, again, is never to have to implement the protocols, but being mindful of our reality, we will be prepared to respond to any level of crisis or threat as presented. I also just want to say special thanks to the folks who are like the foundation and the rock of our safety and security team, and that's Dr. Carter Larry, who's our Director of Safety and Security, Mr. Alan Hampton, Safety and Security Supervisor, Mrs. Raquel Banuelos, Executive Office Personnel, our school resource officers, and our security guards across the district. Thank you so much for keeping our school environment safe and secure for all of our learners. Additional safety and security information can be accessed by the community by hitting that link that's referenced on the slide. And in terms of connection and communication and response, we know timely communication in the event of an emergency or day-to-day activities is critical, so this is just a reminder to all of our families and caregivers to download the Parent Square app to stay in the know. This will be your best source of timely school and/or district communication. And just to point out two specific features, we want to make sure we have access to all the languages that are represented in our district. Parent Square allows us to do that for up to 130 languages so that every family can feel like they're included. And additionally, you can personalize the notification settings to be received in the moment or as a daily digest. So stay informed and download the app today. And speaking of transportation, just briefly, Just want to remind everyone, please, please, please have patience as schools and the transportation department fine-tune arrival and dismissal procedures. Just as a reminder, it is our priority to ensure all students arrive at school and return home safely. In the event of concerns, reach out to the respective school and/or the transportation department, and we will help sort things out for you. Just for myself, I had to remind or be mindful of it this morning as I was rushing to go to early childhood going through a school zone. I had to tap on the brakes just to slow down because it wouldn't be a good look if the superintendent was pulled over. So if it's a reminder for me, it's a reminder for everyone. Please make sure you're being mindful of the school zone, specifically, particularly when students are present. And also as a reminder, the use of handheld cell phones while driving in school zones is prohibited by Illinois law. Additionally, be mindful of stop buses and look for that stop sign. Do not pass when it's out. These reminders are all for our students and our community safety. And finally, just some important dates to remember. Student sport physicals, immunizations, info are due before October 16th for specific grade levels. Labor days, no school on Monday, September 2nd. And our next board meeting is on Monday, September 9th. And that is my update.